Hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of the extreme weather events in Undawn. First, you're going to open up your map. In the bottom left hand corner, you're going to click on World Map, and then you're going to click on one of the regions in the game. In the top left hand corner, you're going to see the weather report, and you're going to click on More to see the extreme weather report. On the right hand side, we had the 4 extreme weather events: the Bloodmoon, Rush Rain, Radiation Particle, and Sandstorm. It'll also tell you when the next event is taking place and what location. And then in the middle here, we have the tracker for the weekly rewards. You'll see for Zone A, you see an Elite Zombie where you get 1 weekly reward. You see a Zone B, there's a rare plant or a rare ore where you get 5 weekly rewards of each type. And then at Zone C, you get raw materials trucks and you can obtain 20 per day. You can also access this weather forecast by opening up your map and using the locations on the right hand side and clicking into any region. And again, you just go in that top left hand corner with the forecast, click on More, and it brings up the extreme weather forecast for you. So when you're in game, you're going to get a message like the one on the screen that indicates an extreme weather event is taking place. You're going to see 7 icons with a question mark on your map. You want to navigate quickly to the closest one to you. The reason for this is there are observer rewards. The first person to identify one of these zones gets a reward of silver, depending on which zone type it is. As you can see, it's 1,000 if you find Zone A, 500 if you find Zone B, and 200 if you find Zone C. Unfortunately, I wasn't the first one to the zone, but I tried. So rather than staying in Zone B right now, I'm going to look at my map and see where Zone A is. The reason for this is because I need to find the Elite Zombie. I get this reward once per week, but the trick is the Elite Zombie is usually defeated pretty quickly. So I want to hurry over there so that I can make sure that I take a part in bringing it down. So here I am navigating to Zone A, and I'm just going to look at the mini-map and get an idea of where the Elite Zombie is. You can see he's identified by the red skull on the mini-map. Of course, it's going to be the Nightmare, so in this case, he kind of floats around and appears and disappears. So when we defeat this zombie, we are going to receive an extreme weather kill event chest. From the extreme weather event kill chest, you can receive either an accessory manual or a protective alloy. So this event, this reward, you can only receive it once per week. So when these weather events pop up, you get 2 extreme weather events per day in game. You only need to go to Zone A once during the whole week. You can certainly go if you would like to go more often, but you will only receive that chest one time. So there's my chest. Extreme weather kill chest. And now I'm looking to find those, the Zone B. This one has the plant resource that I first found there, but I left. So the particular event that's happening right now is Rush Rain. So I'm gonna find a rueful cuckoo plant. So for Zone B, you will obtain 5 of the rare resource at this location. That's also a weekly limit, but the trick is that there are 4 different extreme weather events, which means there are 4 different types of rare resources. So the Rush Rain event has rueful cuckoo seeds, but there is a different resource for the Bloodmoon, there's a different resource for Radiation Particle, there is a different resource for the Sandstorm, and you'll get to see all of those by watching this video. If you're having trouble locating the resource, you can see them on the mini-map. In this case, they're the little red stars. If there aren't enough in the area, just be patient, they do respawn. And if you're having trouble keeping track, you can use your map to pull up the tracker for the weekly rewards by pulling up that extreme weather forecast. Or you can keep gathering until you see this message that says that you have reached the gathering cap and you are unable to continue gathering. Once you have your 5 resources, you are going to travel to Zone C. There are 4 Zone Cs during an extreme weather event. And just take a step back, there were 2 Zone Bs available. Doesn't matter which one you go to, they have the same resource, but there are 2 available for your convenience. So there are 4 Zone Cs, and we are going to visit all 4 of them. So if you're one of the first 2 with Zone C, you're gonna come across some enemies. So we're gonna have to beat up a couple owls here in order to safely loot our trucks. As you can see, there are 3 trucks at each of these Zone C locations. So 4 Zone Cs, 3 trucks at each location. Extreme weather events each have 12 trucks available for looting. Now, the loot inside the trucks depends on your character level. As you can see from this pop-up right here, you're getting a raw material pack, but it is the content is determined based on the player's current level. So me, I'm level 80, therefore I am receiving the level 70 resources in game, which is the highest available level resource in the game currently. So I'm getting the golden desert resources. But if you are newer to the game, you're a lower level, you might be getting the level 50 resources or like the level 30 resources. So it goes according to your player level. Don't mind me as I stopped to pick up some scattered supplies. I think we're all running a little short on materials these days. And as you can see, each of the trucks kind of has a theme. So this one's a plant truck. The last one was a wood truck. This one's an ore truck. Each truck is going to give you some of the basic material. So stone, wood, plant fiber. It's going to give you some of the normal material. And then it's going to give you some of the advanced material. So the green or the blue variety of that material. So this is extremely efficient, huge time saver. Gonna save you hours of farming. You know, my friends and I, we make sure we hit these events every day. We have reminders set up to help us make sure we don't miss them. But yeah, you want to hit all 4 of these, and I'm going to show you a trick where you can even get all 20 of your trucks. Like if you remember from the beginning, you can get 20 trucks per day. That's the maximum. And I'm going to show you how to get all of them in one weather event. So if you'll remember, there are only 4 Zone Cs with 3 trucks each, so there's only 12 trucks in this weather event. But I'm going to show you how to get 20 trucks out of this weather event. Okay. One thing you want to make sure is to check your raw materials backpack. If you didn't clear out your raw materials backpack and like process the raw materials that were in it right before you started the extreme weather event, then you're probably at this point going to want to make a pit stop to your camp. At this point, I have looted 12 of the raw materials trucks. I've visited all 4 C zones. So my backpack here is getting pretty full. So before I attempt to go loot the remaining 8 trucks, you want to make sure you have enough room for the loot. So if you processed your raw materials and had an empty raw materials backpack before starting the extreme weather event, you might be fine. But if not, do it now. And then you're going to go to the Raven Shelter. You're going to pull open your map. In the top right-hand corner with these 2 arrows, you are going to switch districts. Whatever district you spawn in, pick a different one. So in this case, I was in 1 and I selected 3. It's going to load you back into the Raven Shelter. But this time you can see I'm in District 3. And then from there, you're just going to go back out to the extreme weather event. So we're going to go back out to Zone C. What that did was essentially reset your instance. So you can do that as an individual, as I just did. But if you are doing the extreme weather event in the team, your team can just go on follow while the captain does that. So you can do that as a member of a team. It's no big deal. But as we're going to see here, this is my 13th truck. Same rust rain event. And I'm getting my 13th truck. So there you can see 13 out of 20. And now I'm just going to continue doing exactly what I was doing right before I reset the instance and continue looting these trucks until I get all 20, my maximum for the day. So once again, please excuse my terrible driving. I absolutely should have my driver's license revoked and could definitely use some driving lessons. It's just so much time saved from farming. So we have one more zone seed to grab here, and then we'll finish all 20 of our trucks for the day. And from there, I'll show you what we're gonna do. What we do next. Alright, so I got my 20 trucks, so you'll see here, I reached my daily maximum number of searchable bands. So all 20 have been obtained. I'll go to the map and I'll show you. And I had 4 minutes to spare in that event. So these are timed events, so you do want to move with a little bit of pace. There you go. This is my Rust Rain event. I got the weekly reward out of A, the 5 rare plants at B, and all 20 raw materials trucks at the C zones. And then here's me showing you that I haven't had the Bloodmoon event yet to do the weekly rewards there, or the Radiation Particle event yet to do the rare plants there, or the Sandstorm event yet to do the rare ore there. So the next part of the video, I will begin showing you guys what those rare resources look like in the other weather events. So why do we do this? The plants and the resources, it's all for coupons. We do it all for the coupons. In the end, we're gonna get coupons that we can use to spend at the Merchant Guild on growth materials. So in my backpack right now, all I have are the Rueful Cuckoo seeds, but at the end of the week, when I've collected everything I need, I'm gonna show you how to turn all of that into the coupons. And then actually, let me show you too the chest that we got. I told you that it gives you an accessory manual or a protective alloy. So here it is. Here's showing it to you in the backpack, and there I got an accessory manual. So that's your weekly reward. No matter how many times I visit a site, I'm only getting that one once. So now fast forward to the next extreme weather event. This is Radiation Particle and Collar Mines. And I'm going to travel to Zone B just to show you what the Collared Mines Ghost Plant looks like. So if you'll remember, for Zone B, it's a weekly reward, and you're limited to 5 of the weekly reward, but there are 4 different types of resources because there are 4 different extreme weather events. So we got the Rueful Cuckoo seeds in the Rust Rain event, and now we are collecting the Collared Ghost Plant in the Radiation Particle event. And at the end of the week, we're gonna magically turn them into coupons. So similar to before, you can see the little red stars on the mini-map that'll help you find these resources. If you guys are running out of the resources before you get all 5, just give it a few minutes and they will respawn. This is me just checking. Pull up the correct weather event here. And I got 5 out of 5, so I'm all set with the Collar Ghost Plant. And then there it is in my backpack. And now we fast forward to our next extreme weather event. This is Sandstorm. It takes place in the Golden Desert. And once again, I'm just traveling to Zone B so I can show you the rare resource that's available during this extreme weather event. In this case, it's the Jade. Big purple rock. You can see it's purple ore on the mini-map, and we need 5 of them. So what's a little bit different about this resource, so far we have seen 2 sets of seeds. Now we are collecting the fertilizer for those seeds. One thing to remember is that the fertilizer that you get from the extreme weather events, you only want to use it on the plants that you get from the extreme weather events. And there it is. There's the fertilizer. It shows you right there. It can add 1,000 nutrition to exquisite crops. So we'll save that for, again, the end of the week when we magically turn all of this into coupons. And last but not least is the Bloodmoon. So this takes place in Redwood Forest. We're headed to Zone B. This resource is identified by red ores on the minimap. And once again, we need 5 of them. This is another fertilizer, so we've had 2 plants, 2 fertilizer, and here I'm just going to show you, flipping through the extreme weather menu, that I have collected the whole week's rewards. We got our Elite Zombie at A, we got all 5 out of 5 of the weekly rewards at each of the weather events, and for that particular day I got my 20 out of 20 trucks for raw materials. So now it is time to head back to camp. So now is the part where we magically turn, this is the second fertilizer, 1,000 nutrition to exquisite crops. So we got the jade, now we got the Bloodmoon ore. And now is the part where we magically turn all of this into coupons. So in the second tab, we're gonna find our seeds. You see the Rueful Cuckoo seeds at the bottom and the Collar Ghost Plant seed. And on the third tab, you're gonna find the fertilizer, which is the Bloodmoon powder, and the Sandstorm jade powder. So you go back to the second tab, and we're gonna plant the 2 extreme weather event seeds. And on the third tab, we are going to use the fertilizer. It does not matter which one gets which fertilizer, as long as it's extreme weather plant getting extreme weather fertilizer. And then we are gonna water everything. And we're gonna click that first tab to check out our summary page to see that everything has perfect hydration, has perfect nutrition, we got it all growing, and then we're gonna check back in a little while.
A few moments
later. And it's not quite magically coupons yet, but it's darn close. So everything is mature, so now we're gonna just click on harvest. And now each one of these plants converts to 50 gold coupons. So you can see them there in the backpack, and you click on it, sell for coupons. Now's the part where we magically turn them into coupons. So that's for 500 coupons right there. 1,000 coupons right there. Another 500. And another 1,000. So all of our visiting site B brought us 3,000 gold coupons. And the way that you spend them is you click on that trade icon in the top right hand corner, you go to Merchant Guild, which sells the growth materials. And here are your options. You got reinforcement coating, you got accessory blueprint, you got armor inserts, and you got polish. So the next page is going to show you a summary of just all the amazing rewards that you collect from this event. All the resources, 3,000 gold coupons, a protective alloy or an accessory manual. It's just absolutely insane the number of rewards that you get from doing these events. Look at the numbers on each of the raw materials that you're gonna get. Here's the summary. Look at what you get. If you like this video, please drop a sub and share it. Thank you so much. I appreciate the watch.